Fear of being judged by others is an unavoidable feeling for many of us. In a modern society where social media and public opinion play a key role, this fear can sometimes become unbearable. However, the philosophy of Stoicism offers a number of practical tools for overcoming this fear. 1. Realizing that the opinion of others does not determine your value. Principle. The Stoics emphasized that our inner fortitude and virtues are more important than the opinions of others. The opinions of others are their subjective interpretations that do not reflect your true self. Tip: start practicing affirmations that emphasize your independence from other people's opinions. For example, repeat to yourself, "I am valuable regardless of what others think." This can help you develop self-confidence and reduce your vulnerability to outside judgment. Example: if you decide to make a career move that draws criticism among colleagues, remind yourself that your path depends on your own goals and values, not on the opinions of others. 2. Reflect on the consequences of judgment. Principle. Epictetus, one of the key Stoics, taught that fear is the result of us giving events meaning. If we change our perception of these events, we can reduce fear. Tip: imagine that you are being judged. Think about how serious it is. Ask yourself questions. What could happen? How will this affect my life a year or 5 years from now? Usually, such thoughts reveal that the consequences are very minor. Example: if you are afraid to speak your mind in a meeting, imagine that someone disagrees with you. Calmly analyze the consequences. It is unlikely that someone will long remember the moment if you express your thoughts respectfully. 3. Acceptance of imperfection. Principle. Stoicism teaches acceptance of imperfection as part of human nature. No one is perfect, and everyone can be judged by someone for something. Tip: practice self-compassion by accepting your mistakes and imperfections. Realize that criticism is an opportunity for growth, not a judgment. Example: if you made a mistake at work, instead of worrying about criticism, look at it as a way to improve your skills and avoid repeating it in the future. 4. Choice of environment. Principle. The Stoics talked about the importance of choosing our surroundings. The people we interact with influence our thinking and sense of self. Tip: surround yourself with those who support your goals and values. Such an environment will be less judgmental and more focused on growth. Example: if you have friends who constantly criticize you or ridicule your ideas, it may be worth reevaluating those relationships or setting boundaries. 5. Practice negative visualization. Principle. Stoics use the negative visualization technique to prepare themselves for possible negative scenarios. This helps to reduce fear by anticipating failure. Tip: spend time imagining the worst-case scenario regarding judgment. For example, that others will criticize you for your decisions. Then think about how you would handle that situation. Example: if you decide to start a new project and you are afraid of failure, imagine that everything will go wrong. Then think, what can I do to minimize the damage? This approach helps eliminate paralyzing fear. 6. Maintaining focus on values. Principle. It is important to focus on your inner values and principles rather than external factors such as the approval or judgment of others. Tip: identify your core values and goals. Create a personal code to follow and use it to guide your decision-making. Example: if your value is honesty, try to always act from a position of openness. If someone judges your decision, remember that you acted on your beliefs. Conclusion: overcoming the fear of judgment from people is a process that takes time and effort. Using Stoic principles, you can learn to appreciate your inner qualities, reduce the importance of others' opinions, and focus on what you really care about. Practice these tips in your daily life, and over time you will notice how the fear of judgment loses its power, opening the way to a freer and more aware life.